NSA leaker and whistleblower Reality Winner has been released from federal prison. Great. So now Winner is a former national security agency contractor who pled guilty to leaking classified information. So she leaked classified information to The Intercept about Russian interference in the 2016 election. So now her lawyer, Alison Grinter Allen, tweeted this on Monday. I'm thrilled to announce that Reality Winner has been released from prison. She's still in custody in the residential reentry process, but we are relieved and hopeful. So basically, she's in a halfway house right now and will be fully released fairly soon. In August of 2018, a federal court sentenced Winner to 63 months in prison for leaking to The Intercept a classified NSA document about the Russian government's efforts to interfere with the 2016 elections. Why The Intercept gave up the source, I have no idea. I will never understand. This is, I think, when it was headed by Glenn Greenwald, who has been very, let's just say he's been very anti-Russia gate narrative. So for me, I feel like this is some sort of weird, reflexive, anti-Russia gate posturing. That's what I feel like, which I think is ridiculous. Like the conversation, understand the conversation over 2016 and Russia is unhinged and toxic. And I'm pointing at both sides here, okay? For one, you've got Rachel Maddow and the DNC that blame basically everything terrible that's ever happened since 2016 on Russia. Oh, I got to hang that. Oh, it must be Russia. Goddamn Russians. Goddamn Putin. And then on the other side, you have a complete and utter refusal to admit that Russia has done anything wrong. Like that they, okay, so as I've said before, every time I talk about this, and I try to get into the nuance because nobody seems to understand nuance whatsoever when it comes to anything related with Russia. And you realize that every country, to an extent, and America, for the most extent, has interfered in other elections, in other countries' elections. Now, of course, look, America has used way worse means than trolls, bot farms, to influence elections. Understand that we have overthrown other countries' leaders with the CIA and installed dictators in their place. So it's not like we really have a whole lot of room to talk, but at the same time, you also have to admit the reality that yes, Russia in their limited capacity, using the internet, using Facebook, using ads, did try to influence the 2016 election. That of course is not a justification for now we shall go bomb Russia. No, that's a fucking ridiculous position. And this is why I can't stand the discourse on this, because again, it is super unhinged. If you say like, hey, maybe Russia shouldn't interfere in our elections like that, you immediately get accused of wanting to bomb Russia, which is an incredibly ridiculous position. Okay, and something that nobody is saying, unless you're talking about some of the most adherent MSNBC diehard neocons. Other than that, nobody who's really looking at the situation can say that. And also, again, with the MSNBC crowd, going back to, I got a hangnail and it's Russia and Putin's fault, along with the weird homophobic stuff between Putin and Trump. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous stuff. Okay, what we're talking about is basically bots and troll farms putting out disinformation to try to influence people to not vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016 and in the most recent election, Biden. So there it is. And how successful that really was, I mean, really, the results kind of speak for themselves in a certain way. I've said before, Hillary Clinton's, and I can't believe I have to keep going over this over and over again, but Hillary Clinton's, her campaign died the death of 1,000 cuts. Russia, disinformation being one of those. Whereas Joe Biden won because of Donald Trump's reaction to coronavirus. And so all of that, understand that the discourse around this subject, around Russiagate, is unhinged. And everybody just needs to calm down and start to understand fucking nuance. Okay? And that's it. Please, for the love of God, nuance. I am so sick of dumbass reactionary takes from everybody. Everybody is pissing me off when it comes to this subject. I am fucking tired of it. It is so ridiculous and so goddamn dumb, and it is unproductive. Unproductive. We look like raging fucking lunatics right now. And when it comes to the discourse on Russia, everybody needs to shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm a little upset. Okay, I feel like a raging lunatic right now when I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to say, we need some goddamn nuance when we're talking about the situation. All right. Now, look, this was supposed to be a good story about Reality Winner. I'm really happy. I'm glad that she is out of prison. I'm glad. And understand, like, Winner was somebody who got caught in the middle of this entire situation. Entire thing. And her and Assange. By the way, look, Assange, I know a lot of people got problems with Assange. I get it, right? But the thing that he was being charged or held with had nothing to do with what the United States actually wanted to extradite him for. I think the guy spent, almost 10 years in an embassy? Yeah, enough. Okay, enough. Let the guy go. Whistleblower. Journalist. All right? So, anyway, let's note, by the way, that she was not pardoned. She wasn't pardoned. She deserves a pardon, but she wasn't pardoned. Okay? And that's the other thing. Now, Donald Trump used her, by the way, to go after his enemies. In fact, during his administration, he tweeted, ex-contractor to spend 63 months in jail over classified information. Gee, this is a small potatoes compared to what Hillary Clinton did. So unfair, Jeff. Double standard. Referring, of course, to Jeff Sessions, not at me personally. I'm just saying. Hey, guess what? Guess who could have rectified that situation in letting her go? If you thought it was so ridiculous, if you thought it was small potatoes, well, why didn't you just pardon her? You had the power to do so. You were president of the United States. You could have said, guess what? I don't believe that the Obama administration, in their use of the Espionage Act to go after American, I don't like that. To going after whistleblowers, I don't like that at all. In fact, what I'm gonna free Reality Winner. I'm gonna pardon her. But guess what he did? He pardoned grifters. He pardoned Steve fucking Bannon. No. All he cared about is attacking someone else. Didn't give a damn. And by the way, neither is Joe Biden, because, again, Joe Biden is part of the camp that is absolutely 100% okay with using the Espionage Act to go against whistleblowers. Just like the Obama administration, just like the Bush administration, just like all of these administrations that love to use the Espionage Act to go after whistleblowers who actually expose the wrongdoings that our government is doing under any administration, Democrat and Republican. It's bullshit. It's total and complete garbage. So, no, Biden could have pardoned her day one, but he didn't. So nobody gets any credit for her freedom. They stole months of her life. A long time. So I am glad, though, that she actually did end up getting years of her life. Years of her life. Now I hope that she is able to transition back to freedom. You know, and again, if we had a president that actually cared about transparency, yeah, imagine that, right? and cared about the truth, then yes, they would pardon Reality Winner. And you know what? Pardon Snowden, pardon Assange as well. Let him go already. Let him go. Whistleblowers, we need to protect whistleblowers, and we need to protect journalistic organizations, even if you disagree with their findings. In fact, sometimes especially if you disagree with their findings if you're the U.S. government. Because that foundational freedom of the press is a part of what our nation needs to be. It's all about trying to hold people accountable, and especially those in the government or in power. And we do not do that enough. And we need to do more. We need to protect these whistleblowers. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.